Salute skills are immaculate, man. Listen. What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? Morning to you, one and all. You already know what it is, man. We doing another episode. This time dedicated to the members. I see across the top, members only. We do this every Friday morning, just our way of showing thanks to the members of the channel for showing love to the channel in a special way. And we appreciate you, man. Welcome, welcome. Listen, you guys already know how we do. We do shows like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Talk about all things NBA related. As y'all know, there's so much going on in the NBA. You know what's crazy, bro? I was sitting there thinking the other day, we had way more stuff to talk about NBA related than we did. We had just one team. That's crazy. I guess because you got more to cover. You know what I'm saying? More teams got more teams, more problems.
Always, I see what you did there, Biggie. But
You know what I'm
or Frank White. But yeah, bro. I feel like we just got it's always a different topic you can choose every day, depending on how you want to go. You want to be happy, sad, you feel me, angry. Yeah.
Yep. So listen, if you guys are new, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also, too, everybody hit them likes for us today.
Please.
Hit them likes. That definitely helps out the channel in more ways than you know.
Please.
Also, too, members, you already know. If you got any questions, any comments, you already know what to do, man. Just go ahead and put it there in the comments section. We'll get to it there toward the end of the show. All right, King, let's get to it, man. But before we do, let's stop and show love to Fanatics.
This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem when your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
All right, man. You ready to get to it, man? We're just gonna have some topics here. We're gonna hit real quick, man. Of course, you already know. This is a little bit of a recap. Man, you know, it's funny, King. We were talking about tanking, what was it, last show?
Mm-hmm.
Got a few teams, man, that are synonymous with tanking that we're gonna kind of go over here a little bit, man. I want you to look at these real quick. Detroit Pistons, as you know, they got the best record in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can I can't really see this. It's smaller. Here we go. So you know, this is from 2024 to now. Okay, the 2 year span, 2 season span. They were 8-48 in February in 2024. In February now, 42-14. Like I said, best record in the league. These two teams, the Spurs and the Pistons, are the outliers. Spurs were 11-46 back in 2024, and now 41-16 in 2026. But check this out, King. We talking about tanking. Now, these 4 teams down here are synonymous with the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at their records. So the Utah Jazz at this point in February of 2024 were 26-31. So they've been tanking, right? We get a lot of draft picks. You know, you got your boy Danny Ainge, your favorite GM of all time over there.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what their record is now? 18-40 in February. At this point now in February. That's what tanking gets you, King.
Yep.
Even worse record. But wait, there's more. Your favorite team of all time, the Washington Wizards, in 2024 around this time was 9-47, King. Man, they improved. This is what tanking got them, King. This is what tanking got them. 16-40 in 2026 around February. 16-40. So see, tanking does pay off, King. I told you. You told me, no, it don't pay off. New Orleans Pelicans. So February, right, of 2024, they were 34-23. Tanking. Guess what their record is, King?
What is
16-42 in 2026. Ain't that well? It's crazy. And this the kicker right here, King. This team has literally lived in the lottery. I think they don't change their names from the Sacramento Kings to the Sacramento Lotteries because check this out. In 2024, they were 32-23. Remember, they had a good season that year. Remember that? That was their first year going to the playoffs in like 15 years or whatever it was, or 16 or 14 years or whatever it was. Guess what their record is now, King? All that tanking they've been doing, 13-46, King. One of the worst records in the league. Matter of fact, don't they have the longest losing streak this season in the NBA?
I think they do, yes.
Didn't they lose like, what was it, 13 games in a row or something like that?
Yeah, something stupid.
It just broke their losing record. I guess it was against who was it against? Was the Mavs? I can't remember.
Not one of the Mavs again, was it? Because they beat the Mavs. They beat the Mavs twice already, I think, right? But I don't think they beat them 3 times. It wasn't the Mavs. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm not sure either. I don't remember, but this is interesting right here, man, because remember, tanking is the issue, King. That's what I was told. I don't know what you were told, but somebody called me yesterday from the league office and said tanking is an issue. It didn't hurry up and hook up on me. So I said, I didn't have time to rebut it. You know what I mean? I was like, well, hold on. Can I say something? Oh, okay. My bad. And he even called me on a house phone, King. I didn't know we still had house phones.
Jeez.
What you think about this, man? What was your takeaway from this? Oh my God, we just tanking is getting out of hand over here, King.
Bro, but why are you saying that before I go? It's funny, I heard a house phone today in my house go off, and I was like, damn, we still got a house phone? I forgot we got it like free with a package. But I ain't even answer. I just listened to it ring, and I was like, oh, somebody called.
Shocked, like,
yeah, like, whoa.
What is this?
But the tanking thing, we already talked about it, bro. Same thing as last show, basically regurgitating that same information. Certain teams, a good team. San Antonio was just a good team that was going through a situation, a change in the era. What is that? Management. I couldn't think of the word. That type of stuff. Greg Popovich retiring, moving on to a different coach. Like that whole situation was going on. So we knew they were a great franchise. They were going to turn it around. They got Wemby. They got their generational draft guy. They moved on. Detroit was going on for a long time. So they're even still an outlier in a way because it's not like Detroit was great and then was like tanking for 2 years and then got Cade and then still was winning or whatever like that. Like Detroit was
like Detroit is different because they'll have like pockets of success.
But it's like it's not even since the Chauncey Billups and them, they first round. Bottom of the playoffs if they gotten somewhere. You feel me? Like there'd be a play-in team or so. So they'd play around with mediocrity, kind of being like a worse version of Sacramento. Like they are nobody really thought, even when Blake Griffin was there, well, like what's his name? Philadelphia, Andre Drummond and all that was sitting beside them. Like they were
Greg Monroe and all that.
Yep, making it to an 8th, 7th seed or something like that, doing their thing. So they still haven't been really relevant. And then the other years they usually trash. So they're using the lottery. But the rest of the teams, like we say, bro, they've been playing this game for like forever. And what has it gotten them? So why change anything? Like, it's not like somebody has benefited. All it seems like you're doing is it seems like it's a cop-out, as I said before multiple times, to try to give the benefit of the doubt to big market teams and to try to get them more players so that you can get out of this parity era that's going on right now in the NBA. That's what I see it as, bro. I'm staying there. That's all I see because everything you're giving me, when you give me even these graphics and all, it's like it doesn't make sense of why he's actually attacking this rather than something else. So,
bro, and it's crazy you said these graphics. That's what I'm talking about. Now, we got this here. You telling me you have way more information than us, and you telling me you just you don't figure this part out, right? So the outlier is what you're going by, not the norm. But it is what it is. Like you said, San Antonio is one of those teams that, you know, they've been a good franchise here since like 96 or whatever, probably a little bit earlier than that, when they had David Robinson and them. But you know, and then they kind of starting to pick it back up here, right? Detroit, like I said a minute ago, they had those pockets of success. Like they'll be really, really good, and then they'll have long spurts of not being good, but then eventually they'll kind of figure it out after a while, right? They had like it's not their third try at this as far as being a good team or whatever, and a capable you know, franchise or whatever, where they're not making stupid mistakes anymore. But yeah, like you said, the other teams, talk about Washington, the Kings are the main example. They're the main example of a team that lives in the lottery. And what has they got?
I don't even think they try to tank. That's
And they're
the
not
crazy
trying
about
to, and I was just
Sacramento.
about to say, they're not trying to tank. I keep telling folks that they weren't trying to tank. Y'all remember the pieces that they got, they traded for. Remember, they traded for I think they signed DeRozan, they traded for Zach LaVine, they traded for Sabonis and all this stuff, right? They added these other players and picked up Westbrook and all that.
Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
They're trying to win games. You know what I'm saying? They're just not competent at it, especially when it comes to the draft. They're not able to build a team, and they're not able to draft a team. So they're failing on both ends, and so that's what I'm saying. Like it has nothing to do with them tanking. They're just a bad franchise. And I think we talked about it on the last show when we was talking about the comments that Rachel Nichols made. She said that some franchises are just incompetent.
The Pelicans don't own their pick this year.
No.
Why would they tank?
You see what I'm saying? Like and I don't think they got a. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think they own anybody's pick.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but their pick is.
Yeah, their pick is
not
going
protected
to Atlanta
either, and it's just going.
You're going straight to Atlanta. So
shout out to Kuminga.
They benefit from them losing. So I don't. They have no gain from losing or whatever. So maybe the only team you could say on here really maybe Utah, I mean, probably Washington, but Washington, like I said, Washington just like the Kings. It's just been bad for so long. It's like they're not trying to tank. They're just bad. They don't know how to. They don't sign the right free agents. Like they've been trying to get people too. Look at all the trades they've been getting. You know what I'm saying? Been making over the last like 3 or 4 years or whatever. They're a bad franchise.
You're not oblivious. This dude, Adam Silver's not oblivious. We yell at names. ESPN yells the same names of the same guys that we know when they go into their pockets and say, let's tank. Mm-hmm. We yelled about it when Philadelphia was doing it. They yelled out loud that they were doing the process.
Yeah,
when OKC was doing it and all, getting picks and stacking up all these picks, they knew what was going on. And now the guy that we yelled about now is Danny Ainge. And then the Mavericks got caught when they yelled out, and they did it just blatantly and was like, oh, come on, bro. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, it's got to be some kind of a driving force behind this, bro, because it doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know, bro. You said Oklahoma City, bro. Speaking of Oklahoma City, King, I want you to check this out here, man. Old J-Dub, man. The other J-Dub just dropped a 30 ball on the Pistons. Literally anyone on OKC's roster can give you 30, King. Yeah. It's funny. I watched this game. And some thoughts came across my mind here that remember I told you, I said Oklahoma City is so deep that if Shea was to sit games out, they really wouldn't suffer. Mm-hmm. They have not been suffering. Now you just lost to the best team in the league. That's fine. You know what I mean? And on top of that, it wasn't like they were getting dominated by the best team in the league. They were hanging with the best team in the league without J-Dub, without Chet, without Shea, you know what I'm saying, without their starting five, and they hung with this team.
This was their first time playing, right?
Yeah, the first time playing. Yeah.
Well, that second game gonna be big, bro.
And it's gonna be in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, because OKC, this for finals. You feel me? Like if they meet up in the finals and all.
Mm-hmm. So could be, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's why when I seen this game, well, I was gonna be petty and be like, "Oh, so you telling me Shea hold these people back?"
Nah, bro, they doing this thing.
I remember them conversations.
He doing his thing.
No,
he stacked up, bro. And then you feel me. But after a while, it's like any other great young dynasty. People gonna start leaving. You feel me? And it's gonna be up to Sam Presti. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's funny. It's funny you said that. You remember we talked about this maybe 2 years ago. And people was talking, remember, like I think it was last year, I can't remember. And people were like, man, they're gonna be so stacked and this and that. And then we were talking about how what was it? J-Dub, Chet, and Shea are all getting paid stupid amounts of money, right?
They making
and
all
we were sitting and we were trying to tell folks like, yo, everybody on that team is not gonna be around forever, right? No. But they're in a position to where they can replenish that roster. Like if this guy leaves, they got the picks high enough or enough picks to either make a move or get a guy to replenish that person that you're missing. The opposite of what the LA Chargers used to do back in the day, or San Diego Chargers or whatever. But so guess who is the first name that might be on the move? Probably this summer.
Dort?
Nope. Keegan Wallace. They're arguably their best perimeter defender. Probably one of they're probably if not
Cason Wallace.
I'm sorry,
Right?
Casey Wallace. My bad, not Keaton Wallace, but Casey Wallace. Yes, Casey Wallace is on. It might be on the move, King.
Hold up, and this is rookie contract, right?
Yep, he's gonna be a restricted free agent this summer.
Well, if you're restricted, then that's fine because some other team gonna match it.
I don't know if they that too.
I don't know if they're gonna match it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Not only that, if you notice with this new CBA, being a restricted free agent is not a good thing. We just saw it literally last summer. You had 4 of the top free agents stay on the free agent market past the the due date and all that stuff because of the whole entire restricted free agency thing. But the way that the teams are set up now, it's either you getting, like I told you a few shows back, teams are focusing more on trades or they're focusing on the draft. Those are the two parts that they're hitting at now. So it's to the point that they even talking about, I heard a rumor about a month ago that they're rumored that they might talk about taking away restricted free agency, which I don't know why they would do that, but we saw last summer what happened with that.
Bro, people don't want to take risks. And now they set the CBA up where 2 to 3 players are going to take up basically all your salary. I mean, as far as your salary for your team. So if they take the majority of that, then like I said, it's now the mid guys. We talked about that before. Them guys that are like, borderline all-star guys and all that. It's going to hurt them because teams going to need to just pay you, Kuminga this offseason, using his name again. He tried to go and get some money. And
he was one of them restricted free agents I was talking about.
Yeah, nobody wanted to pay him the money and all. And then he went back to and signed a little $5 million contract for the 1 year. You feel me? To stay in Golden State. Like, that restricted is horrible. And Cason Wallace, he probably went like 20 at least. And I don't know if he got 20 to pay somebody.
So I don't think I sent it to you, but the article I was reading with Cason, he about to get paid, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody on that damn team there's not one person that plays, right? That plays that regular minutes for that team that probably can't get 20. That's crazy to say.
I cannot disagree with you. It's funny.
There's probably not one person. Go ahead.
You're saying a lot of things that's funny right now because I'm watching that game and I'm sitting there, bro. I did not realize Isaiah Joe was as good as he was. I did not realize Wiggins was taking cats off the dribble, creating his own shot in isolation situations. Like I said,
we already know about McCain.
We already know about McCain. Why didn't say his name? We already knew him. We said that when he went over there. That was an excellent pickup. Yeah. Jalen Williams. I did not know Jalen Williams could do what he did. Like I said, I'm watching the game. I'm like, damn. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be a blowout. You know what I'm saying? I think they were missing like 7-8 dudes, bro, or something like that. It was crazy. Yep. Then I think Isaiah Joe ended up getting hurt in that game. So I'm just like, yo, man, they Detroit got this, but bro, they came out like I said. It was Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins. Shoot, even AJ Mitchell's out too. That's another guy. We've seen what he can do, right? Bro, they so deep. And I think when people say that, I know it's like an overused word when you say deep. But bro, when I watched that game, I'm like, yo, Oklahoma is actually deep, man.
Right,
and that's what I was talking about when I said, like, I think we talked about it before when people asked us about Shea. It's like we use that overrated word. People think like, oh, he's saying he trash. We're not saying that. We're just saying that, yo, you got look what Oklahoma City had to do, a la tanking, to get that roster around this dude to where you got guys like this doing what they doing.
Well, I think what we
winning games without him too.
But I think what we saying is shine the light a little wider. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. Like not just on Shea. As far as looking at him, this team is ridiculous. And yeah, bro, they everybody on the team, like I said, I think they can get about 20. We didn't talk about McCain. Sam Presti over there making a revolving door. I think that's what his idea of what he wants to do. He got his guys, set. I don't know if Chet should have been guaranteed that guy. We'll see that where it gets there at that point where they have to worry about that. But he did make the All-Star game, whatever. It is what it is. A rotating door though. So where you can basically, you got the draft picks. This guy, you ready to go? All right, we're going to draft this guy, like you said, or throw these draft picks to somebody else to get a guy that we know that can fill your role and do this or whatever. So they fine for right now, bro. Like, they set up for a dynasty. Like the way they situated, they set up for a dynasty. It won't matter until once their picks and all are gone. But by that time, you supposed to win a bunch of championships. So they the team. They set up right now. Shout out to Jay Will and all that, bro. But they not my pick. Even with all that being said, you rooting for Detroit yet? Are you rooting for them? That are they like? I want them to win this year. Not saying them just. It's Detroit. So you want and your matchup for the finals is Detroit and San Antonio. You want, right?
Yep. I want 06 all over again. Sorry, 07. I want 07 all over again.
Oh, so you want this to be like the Super Bowl was a rerun? You want the NBA final rerun, huh?
NBA finals to be a rerun. Okay. Oh, so you said back-to-back reruns?
You say you want the opposite team to win this time, though, each time, huh? I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. I see.
See what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Hey, now you saying you with me. Let's see if you with this guy here. Check this out. Jason Tatum. Uh-oh. So Jason Tatum has been a full goal in 5-on-5. Team scrimmages at Boston Celtics practice as he's ramping up a possible return this season. Well, King, Boston right now, I think, are sitting number 2 in the East.
That's where
with Jaylen Brown and a bunch of guys.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think this is going to do for Boston if he returns? Well, when he returns, because he's gonna be back this season.
Depending on how you about to play, bro. Depending on what's his mindset. That's the point. It depends on his mindset. If his mindset is this Jaylen Brown team, and we'll figure it out later on as far as what's going on in the offseason, whatever. But this year it's Jaylen Brown's team. I'm here to do as much as I can to benefit this guy, get some attention off of him, do what I got to do with my skill and all that stuff. The end of the year to finish it. Maybe we can go get another championship in this year with this crazy whatever. Mm-hmm. But if his idea, if he has any kind of animosity and jealousy and feeling like, bro, the Jaylen Brown train was already going before when they won and all that stuff. And he's feeling like I got to come in here and show something, show off, show this is really my team and all that stuff. Then not only will he, like I say, I think he's going to hurt the team in general, but secondly, I think he might hurt himself.
Thanks.
So, I mean, I would in the second seed. I know they're thinking the second seed. Let's throw the chips all in. Let's see if we can do something in the East. Maybe make the finals again or something like that. Maybe even win it. Who knows? But damn, Jason Tatum, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back the next year from Achilles tear.
So you don't think he should come back?
I'm at the point, bro. Just like Jaylen Brown, let him have his year. This is Scottie Pippen year. Let him have his Scottie Pippen when Jordan retired. You feel me? I feel you really think you go win a chip and come back and do it. But that's scary, bro. Coming back from the Achilles tear.
Yeah, on paper, on the surface, it sounds good. Like you said, that gives Jaylen another guy that can kind of get some pressure off of him. Because if you watch that was it the Denver game? I think we talked about it before. We watched one of them Boston games. I forgot what game it was. That there's a lot of attention on Jaylen Brown. I know he's capitalizing, he's still putting the numbers up and all that, and it's contributing to winning and stuff. But still, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of wear and tear. When you got to be the guy, you're getting a bulk of the attention and all that type of stuff. So it'd be nice to get at least one guy to kind of help get some attention off of you a little bit. So instead of you give me 30, you might miss around and give me 33.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that 33 can make a difference or whatever. But as far as Tatum is going to have to, I mean, you're going to probably tell me stop cussing when I say this, but I'm sorry. For right now, if you're coming in here in the middle of March, when the playoffs start in the beginning of April, bro, you're going to have to play a role.
Yeah.
You're going to come in and play a role. That's not to say that, it's going to be your whole career. You're coming in toward the tail end of the season, bro. They already, like you said, they already got a kind of a way of they're doing things and all that type of stuff. And a player of his caliber, got a chemistry and all that. Player of his caliber, I know it's probably a little bit harder to kind of be that type of player, but you're gonna have to make it work. If you're talking about if you really want to help push Boston over that edge, because I think we talked about it, the top 4 teams in the league. We're gonna bring it up here today, but the top 4 teams in the league, I think Boston's probably not record-wise, they're not, but if you want to look at it on the surface as far as playoffs, you would probably think they're the worst of those top 4. Yeah. Because it's literally Jaylen Brown and everybody else. Like there's nobody on that team.
You got them together, and you had the Jason Tatum of old Jason Tatum though. Then it becomes
yeah.
a different story. Then we got to mix it. A lot of people might even pick them over Detroit.
Yeah,
you feel me? As far as that camaraderie and that the championship pedigree and all that stuff, like they may actually be the team, but I don't think that's going to happen. First, well, the team was 1 and Jaylen Brown was 2. That's the way they played before. That cannot happen this year. That cannot. There's no way that can happen. And I got a question for you. Let's go even further. Has Jason Tatum ever had a year as good as Jaylen Brown has had this year? That's the crazy question.
As far now, when you say hold on, when you say that, this is what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Look what Jaylen. He's never been put in this same position Jaylen Brown was put in. You see what I'm saying? Now let me ask you this too, because this is what I was thinking about the other day when they kind of brought this up. This ain't the first time they brought this up. How is this going to look going forward?
That's because I told you. You go ahead.
Jaylen Brown just won the Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and he's doing what he's doing this year, leading to a second seed without any type of help. Right?
This is arguably the best season out of any of them. That's what I'm saying. Like to do what he's doing this year and having them the number 2 seed. Everybody thought they were a play-in team at the best.
At best,
they're the number 2 seed in the East, still with the Knicks and all that over there. You feel what I'm saying? Orlando's we better and all that. With those teams still over there, they're the number 2 team in the East. This is the best season by either one of them. Pound for pound, this is the best season.
But what I'm asking you is, how is this going to look going forward as far as now? Remember, Brown been making a lot of comments.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown the best player.
Jaylen Brown. I love that.
Jaylen Brown became the best player. I thought I said that to you one day, but Jaylen Brown became the best player on that team once Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. No matter what or what I thought beforehand or whatever like that, it doesn't matter anymore because once he tore his Achilles and what Jaylen Brown was already doing, established as an Eastern Conference Finals MVP or whatever, and a Finals MVP, and we were already having question marks then. So he had more hardware already technically than Jason Tatum as far as individual hardware outside of the All-NBAs. Now, including this year, this is, like I said, he's an MVP. His MVP touch this year is more than Jason Tatum's has ever been any year of Jason Tatum's career.
Yep.
This year is more than, and if Jason Tatum is going to come back and benefit this team, he has to understand it can't be a jealousy. It has to straight be winning. I told my Achilles, let's come back and let's get more chips and all that stuff if I can do it. If he coming back trying to outdo Jaylen Brown, it's gonna fail, bro. And this team gonna explode like next year, right away.
Let me ask you another question. If you took Tatum off of the team that won the championship, would you still say Boston could have won a championship?
No.
So if you took Brown off that team and left Tatum, do you still think they would have won a championship? Who would have had a better chance? Brown leading or Tatum leading? Without the other.
Looking at it right now, like I say, in hindsight, and you got the benefit of watching this year, you would say probably Brown, because Brown, you feel me, won all the awards and all. He was the guy, defending Luka most of the time and all that stuff. You feel me, in them situations. He was the guy. And
he's the guy who showed up in the finals.
Yeah.
Remember?
So he was the guy. So you would say that, but I'm not going to lie and say I thought Jason Tatum, I still think Jason Tatum was the better player when they played together. I'm not going to change my opinion and straight be like, oh, no, I said that the whole time. No, I thought Jason Tatum, pound for pound, was the better player. But after the Achilles injury, it doesn't matter what I thought before, because now Jaylen Brown, I think, is the better player. That's it. They were close enough. They were a year apart as far as draft and all that stuff. He tore his Achilles.
And that's what I was about to say, because when you said close, I mean, we always talk about like, yeah, they're closer to each other than like Tatum is to Luka. We had that talk before, right?
Yeah.
And so like they're so close, you're looking for, okay, one of y'all got to do that something that's going to pull you away from the other one. There's people say, okay, definitively you're that guy.
Shout out to
starting to see that. Yeah.
Shout out to Ben, bro. But I thought Tatum, here's a better way to explain it. I thought Tatum, when he's playing, was a top 5 player, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think Tatum will ever be a top 5 player anymore. I don't think he'll be a top 10 player anymore. I think Jaylen Brown is now crept into the top 10. I never thought Jaylen Brown would be a top 10 player. And shout out to Ben, because he said he was that good and all that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. So now Jaylen Brown has taken that step to be in that part of I got him as a top 10. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think Jason Tatum will ever be knock on wood, maybe he will be a top 10 player again or whatever like that. I think Jaylen Brown is now above him.
Yeah, next year going to definitely be interesting for them. All right, man. Let's see what we got up here next, man. Let's see what this one is. So the Lakers got a 2-man lineup, King. You already know they're the talk of the town right now for reasons. The Lakers 2-man lineup data shows Luka and Austin Reeves both perform better without LeBron on the court. So that's some net rating. Check this net rating out right here. So Luka and Reeves are a plus 4.6 in the net rating. LeBron and Reeves, negative 5.3 net rating. Luka and LeBron, negative 5.7 net rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this before right here, man.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this, though?
Younger LeBron would have been no problem. Two of the best minds ever played the game, as far as especially offensively. But young LeBron just can do anything. This ain't even about Bron, Reeves, and Luka. I don't feel like, bro. I said it. It's already done. It's the divorce between LeBron and the LA Lakers. LeBron got to get off that team. You got to even retire or just get the hell away. This is over, and it sucks because I'm gonna give Luka the benefit of the doubt here on this one. I've been harsh. But it sucks because every year is like, damn, there's something I gotta wait for. You feel me? Like, well, there's something in my way or whatever. Like, then it's like that sucks. Like, it's like, damn, you in LA now. They have the magnifying glass on you, like we say they have, and they are. They're cooking Luka's ass, as they should in a way. I'm not against everything they're saying, but at the same time, him dealing with this LeBron situation is like, come on, man, like this now, and supposedly personal situations and all I won't get into, but it's just so much on his plate. It's just like, then it just adds another something. Like he did something to the basketball gods, and they like, here's something else, Luka. He's like, damn. But yeah, this team the Lakers. Last year was a huge year for Luka. This year is one of the biggest years for the Lakers. This offseason. So last year was the year. Get your body in shape, Luka. Start that trend, and hopefully you continue that this offseason and continue forward. This offseason is the offseason for the Lakers, though. The Lakers have to make that move, the right move this year. The Lakers need to be contending for a championship next year, or this all is over. Next
Facts. Let me say something, bro. With this right here, so like you said, you already know how you be talking about Luka. You know how I feel. I've been telling you here the last few weeks or whatever my thoughts on the whole Luka in LA, which you kind of should have seen this coming because that's how it is in LA. Then on top of that, you in LA and you're playing with LeBron, so it's like times 10. You know what I'm saying? As much as I think I asked you this about a few weeks ago. I said, does this seem like it's getting more narrative driven with LeBron this year? And I know you were saying, because he's about to go out and all this stuff. Now we're hearing talk, rumors that he might not be retiring. He'll probably go to like Cleveland or something for a year, whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm gonna say something, man. And I've said this before. I've never really been like no LeBron fan or anything. I might have owned maybe 2 pairs of shoes the whole time. Like I said, the one pair of shoes I had, I was walking my dogs in. I ended up throwing them in the way because the bottles were coming apart. I got like one pair of LeBrons up here. I got this original, LeBron ones, the generation ones. I got them. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was fire into Miami, but finish your point. I'm sorry.
Nah, like the 10s were like the only one where I had some 10s and some 9s, but other than that, like I really like LeBron ain't I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. And then but I was always one of those people, like, I'm not going to sit here and argue like he's great. Like, he's a great player. Like, I'm not going to sit here. I try to ignore all the extra stuff and just focus on his game. I know a lot of people don't do that, which, listen, from what I've been seeing this year, I cannot blame these people. Like, when you hear like Big J and them say what they say, I can't even blame Big J and them because I'm starting to get to that point. Mm-hmm. It's getting very annoying. Like, I never understood, like, yes, the NBA does come with other, things outside of the NBA. I do understand that. But when your main drive, your main goal is to push that instead of giving us the true product on the court, that's when I start having issues. I see you more attached to narratives or have people around you or surrounded or connected to you pushing more narratives than I'm seeing you giving effort on the court.
Yeah.
This dude showed a 20-minute compilation, King. 20 minutes compilation of LeBron crying on the court. It's not for his career. This ain't for when he played for Miami. This ain't when he played for Cleveland. King, this is the one season, dude put together 20 minutes. I know I didn't send it to you. I saw it on YouTube. 20-minute compilation of LeBron crying.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me mad because, for one, like you just said, yes, I'm upset with what Luka's doing on the court. I really am. Like you heard me say this. I've said this on the show many times. I'm to the point. I'm tired of defending it. And if he's gonna tend to keep doing it, I'm gonna stop defending you. Like I said, I told you I equated to a Cowboy fan. You're going to tend to keep messing up in the playoffs or not making the playoffs or doing some of the stupidest stuff ever. Why in the hell am I defending you? Then I look stupid, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to defend you no more. But the whole LeBron thing, man, I told you this when beginning of the season. And I know everybody like, oh, I know you was like, when LeBron get back, it's going to be a different story. It was a different story because they were a better team without LeBron at the beginning of the season. You didn't hear no type of gripes. You didn't hear nobody complaining in the media. You didn't hear folks like Austin Reeves making these comments he just made. You didn't hear
DeAndre Ayton.
I was just about to say, you didn't hear DeAndre Ayton low-key calling folks out, all that type of stuff. You didn't hear none of that. Matter of fact, you were hearing them talk about this was like the best camaraderie they didn't had in a long time. You heard all that stuff in this team. As soon as LeBron stepped foot on this team, that's when stuff started falling apart. Now, listen, for those LeBron fans, I don't want you to come here killing me. I'm not saying the dude is trash and all that stuff, but this year alone, with all of the extra stuff that he's adding to the team, is not helping the team out. Show these numbers again. Oh, I've been said that. Now, the thing is, him being old, LeBron should have sense enough to say, let me take a step back or take a roll back or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Let me step back on any type of aspect of basketball and let these young guys shine, especially if you're trying to get your fifth and sixth ring, right? You would think that you let these two guys who are cooking, in the words of Demond, cooking right now in the league, net rating or +6 when you're not playing, you would think like, yo, let me ride their coattails. No. Everything has to be about LeBron James at the tender age of 48 or whatever how old he is. I don't understand it, bro. And
like that's
why I said exactly, bro. And people talk about. I remember who was it? Your boy Rich Paul talking about. Oh, Luka just gotta follow LeBron lead. Why in the hell would I want to follow that?
That's a point. I was just about to get to you, bro. What's the best? What do you feel like the best version of Luka Doncic you've seen so far was? What year?
So one of the years in the Mavericks, pick one.
The year where he went to what? What you feel like? He went to the finals, right? The finals? You feel like that's the best year he had, right?
Yes. Remember, I told you this when we talk about this. We talking about LeBron. I remember I told you this from the get go when they teamed up. Not just because I wasn't saying because that first year they kind of struggled together, whatever. Like with example, we said with Kyrie, right? If you watch enough basketball, you see certain things that like, okay, now you know what? Get him a little time. I think they're gonna get it.
Yes.
Like you just said, what did they do? They got to the finals the next year.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we really believe that if you gave them one more year, they would have went to the mountaintop and won it or whatever, right?
But why was that? That's my question. Why do you feel like that with Kyrie? What do you feel like he gave Luka? He understood. He said this in multiple interviews. This is Luka's team. I'm here to help Luka. And what do you feel like he was on the team though? What did he? He was the commander in chief. You feel like, right? He was the leader, right? You felt like he was what they said Kyrie wasn't going to be. He came over and was what you needed him to be. He was the leader.
Now, you saying that, King, maybe that's why it worked. Because he did take a step back and say, hey, you are the young talent. Let me put my arm around you and help lead you to that
yes.
That point.
LeBron James, we said all them times, well, he's waiting for Anthony Davis, all that stuff. This year, LeBron is being a baby, bro. He's making it an issue about him and the Lakers. He's not paying. You know how pay attention like this your team, bro. You look at Luka. He won an MVP and all that stuff. He's saying, I don't give a hell. He the little baby that just don't care. That's just stubborn. That's going to keep saying, I don't care. My issue with the Lakers, and I'm LeBron. They're going to talk to me right now. And it's like, bro, you pulling them back out the fight. You're going to go to jail, bro. Come on. You gonna go to jail. I'm like, no, but I'm doing this. That's the issue with Bron right now. Bron has this, him and the Lakers have an issue. And instead of him just saying, bro, I'll deal with this later. I'll be a grown man if I want to continue playing or whatever like that after the season done. Or saying, hey, let's get rid of this trade clause and all. But he don't want to take a step on his legacy, I feel like. Like we talk about controlling that narrative and all and saying, LeBron trying to still say he wanted the best. LeBron, you're not a top 10 player no more, bro. And I think most people that watch basketball, that's not just casual fans, understands that, LeBron. You don't have to try to make narratives to put yourself higher, bro. Just, you've done enough. Like, that's so annoying. And Jay talks about it all the time. And that's the part, like I said, I always hate about LeBron James, because now, like I said, it now hurts Luka, because Luka had nothing to do with you and the Lakers and their issue and all. He got traded blindsided too. And now you doing this with him. He's right there, bro. Like, I went and got my body in shape and all that. So then we always talk about Luka's an emotional player. I already said that before. You don't look at him to be that leader guy. So that's not his goal. He's the playful guy and all that stuff. You need a guy like a Jalen Brunson, a Kyrie beside him. That was supposed to be LeBron James's role. When Luka gets emotional and all, we talked about this off the camera and all, he starts to go into bad habits. When he starts not thinking about basketball, thinking about, man, I do whatever I want and all that stuff, that's when he does bad habits. I mean, he's played forever, but it is what it is. If you're making a basketball team, you don't want Luka to be that straight up leader on the court. That's not his role. That was supposed to be LeBron James' role. He's not doing it. It is what it is. And he's basically holding Luka's career another year down the drain, because it's like, I'm dealing with my stuff with the Lakers. So now, like I said, the Lakers got to deal with another year, bro. It's LeBron been a baby. He's too old for this. Not old as far as being trash, but too old. Like, he's a grown-ass man. Yeah, to be doing this type of stuff, bro.
That's why I said, bro, this is why whenever people like, oh, the GOAT, just talks and all that stuff, like, bro, I'm sorry. As good as LeBron is, he's not the GOAT, bro.
He can't.
Like, you can't be doing stuff like this, man. And the part that I don't like is, now, like you said, people calling out Luka and all that. I get it. I can't be mad at you for calling out Luka, but I need you to also keep that same energy with the other guy. And we always talk about, man, if people can kind of just step back and take a broader perspective of things. Like I just said a minute ago, I don't remember these talks happened before LeBron got there. Yeah. Before they got, everything was clicking. You had your 1-2 punch or whatever. Everybody was moving. It was flowing. The offense, the team, like I said, the chemistry, everything was good. Yeah. This was one of the top teams in the league. As soon as LeBron came there, look at all the stuff that starts falling off. Look at these net ratings and all that type of stuff. Like I said, dude had a 20-minute compilation of the dude not doing nothing for a whole. He didn't play a whole season, King.
Yes, and who the difference of a season, or the difference of players. LeBron got a 20-minute compilation of him not doing stuff this year, right? Where Luka needs a leader around him. We like, man, Luka follows the leader. Like, bro, if he sees you out there giving it, he's gonna go out there. He's gonna follow you, LeBron. Like, your inspiration, all that. That same, I guess, talking point. If we switched it around to Kyrie Irving, that year that we talked about, that 1 year with Kyrie Irving, he probably played the best all-around basketball of his career, offensively, defensively, and all that stuff, to benefit Luka around him, to say, Luka, we need you to do this as well. Let me be a leader to show you that, hey, I'm always doing this. Come on back, Luka. I can hold you accountable because I'm doing this. Bron is pouting. Bron don't care about this year. This year has nothing to do with Bron. Bron is in year, 23?
Yep.
He's just adding on accolades on top. It's screwing up Luka's career. It's screwing up Austin Reeves' career. It's screwing up DeAndre Ayton's career. Ayton went to that team to show off, to get another contract. Now it's screwing up his career. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this all screws up everybody else, and he doesn't care. It's like, I'm in year 23. I can do whatever I want. He's becoming the cancer that they all talked about. And that sucks to say about it. Like, LeBron need to retire. He needs to retire, bro. He don't go to Cleveland. He needs to just accept it, or they need to force him to retire.
Yeah, I remember I told you that too. I said, don't go to. I said, if you go to Cleveland, that type of issue is going to follow you in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Hey, especially if you go back to Cleveland.
Him and James Harden. I mean, he with Luka. Him and James Harden.
Man, listen, no, it's not going to work. Man, was I about to say something else? So you said Kyrie. Now, when I was listening to a clip from Shannon Sharp's podcast, where he sit down podcast he be having, we interview people and stuff, and he had the one with Amon Shepherd on there. I seen that clip.
Yeah, you sent it to me. About Kyrie being that dude.
Well, no. About the one where he said Luke. I mean, not Luke. What's his boy name? LeBron was not. He wouldn't listen to the coach. He said he would go out there and just do his own thing, and then if it don't work, the media is blaming the. Yeah, I got to see.
Blaming Kyrie and all that stuff instead of it. Yes, well, he switched the plays up, but saying there was other people plays doing stuff wrong because he audible.
Yeah, He was like, no, we ain't doing that. Because he said, man, Shaman said, bro, you sure you don't want to just follow what the coach was saying? Like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. It's like, and so he said, bro, if you don't believe me, bro, you can ask JR too. And
he don't get the Peyton Manning treatment. Like Peyton Manning got the criticism for Audible and all that for being the the head coach basically on the field. So when it failed, it's like, okay, Braun get to hide behind the head coach when he becomes the head coach. It's like, I changed the decision up. I'm Braun. You're not gonna say nothing about it. And then when it fails, it's like, well, that dude set it up.
And we not gonna know that, right? We gonna you said, we all gonna be like, oh, it's gotta be the coach's fault, bro. That's and like when I hear stuff like that, and like I said, I've seen this type of stuff right there. Like I'm starting to lose more. I'm starting to lose more and more respect for LeBron when he does this type of stuff. Like I said, I didn't have no hatred toward LeBron. I'm not one of those people sitting around saying when he won the bubble, Mickey Mouse championship. Like, no, because if your team had won, you wouldn't be screaming Mickey Mouse championship. Your team won, but because he won Mickey Mouse championship. But at the same time, I can see why those folks are screaming Mickey Mouse championship because they don't like him because of the narratives that come with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
long, bro. He gonna mess him. He gonna mess himself up. If he want that recognition, he got to the point where he was there and people was calling him closest to Jordan and all that stuff. And he should walk away. This pouting, this crying, especially if he goes to another team. Say he go to Cleveland. You see what Cleveland doing right now, James Harden, until he got injured and all that stuff. Yeah. And say he screw up Cleveland. Bro, this not gonna look good for you, bro. You gonna start changing stuff up. Leave, retire. You should have already said you was gonna retire and got gifts from everywhere because you got crazy gifts. But either way, now just retire.
This man should have been like what Dirk and him was getting right now. Yeah. But yet we're sitting here talking about this type of stuff, bro. That's why I said, like, yeah, you should have been gone, bro.
People probably had to retire to number 23 and all just to say because of Jordan and LeBron said that nobody can play it and all. Like all kind of stuff would have went on this year. He could have did that. Brought some positivity to Luka, saying, hey, this is going to be the end. This got to be the guy, officially passing the torch and saying, this is my guy and all. I already know the Lakers in good hands and all that stuff, but he's playing games with the Lakers and not caring about his teammates. That's the nasty part because LeBron's supposed to be a guy that's about team. And this Rich Paul nonsense and all, bro, shut him up. You can do it. That's bull that you saying you can't do that. You can shut him up. You want to be heard. Just like any other narrative that you try to control when you tell people to shut up or when they don't. I'm not a big fan of what's her name? Not Rachel Nichols. What's her name? One of us Jalen Rose and all them. Michelle Beadle. Yes. I'm not a big fan of Michelle Beadle, but she yelled that all day. That's why she wasn't on ESPN because LeBron got rid of it because she wasn't a fan of LeBron. So when people yell, I told you when there's smoke, there's usually fire that's going on. And you stay around long enough, bro, your skeletons do come out of the closet. Get out of the league, LeBron. Leave, bro. It's going past you and you becoming that stubborn old man. And if you're going to do that, then it's going to mess his legacy up. And when he leave, the longer he stay in the league, he's going to go further away from Jordan. Watch what I tell
you. One more thing that we could turn the page here. Mm-hmm. Now, you always talk about don't ever meet your idols, because it never turns out well. This is one of them cases. LeBron, like Luka is his favorite player. And I think he's probably regretting that now, right? I was going to say the difference between, I know people say that, well, I forgot who it was saying that about Jordan. Different situation. Jordan was being tough on you because he was trying to win. Yep. LeBron being tough on you because he being petty.
He been stubborn. LeBron not even been tough on you. He been stubborn and like standoffish and all that stuff. Right.
And passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. He being soft, as Jordan would call that soft.
Yeah.
With a T. Kobe would call that soft. That's no passive aggressive stuff. He gonna talk to you in your face. LeBron doing the okay, we team in your face. Ha ha ha. Clap. Oh, Rich Paul. Rich Paul.
Hey, go.
Yo, Reed is trash, man. LeBron and Luka can't do this and all that stuff. That's not cool, bro. It was stuff that was already said about him. So it's like you're bringing that stuff to the light. Like walk away from the game, bro, because it's not looking good, bro. Walk away. That's ugly. But shout out to what you said earlier before we move on. You said the Luka thing about Braun when he was on the Cousins show. Shout out T-Mac and Vince Carter. I believe when he said about his favorite player and all that stuff, he didn't say LeBron. He said Michael Jordan.
Ooh, he did.
And then they asked him about playing with LeBron and all. He was like, "Oh, it's cool. We just play. We got it and all that." So I'm like, he didn't say LeBron James no more, bro. I'm just saying that's crazy. This guy idolized you.
That's a good point, bro. That's a good point.
I tell you, always pay attention, bro. to just the little details and all.
The
He
little
didn't say LeBron.
details, yeah.
He said
That's a
Michael
good
Jordan
point,
now
bro.
and all.
He said Michael
Mhm.
Jordan. You're right. Damn, that's a good point, bro.
Mm.
I think it's probably the last one here. Is this the last one? We can talk about speaking of Lakers. This is what DeAndre Ayton had to say right here, bro. He said they're trying to make me Clint Capella. I ain't no Clint Capella. Then you see this look right here from LeBron.
Yo,
People always say, usually when they had that look, you ain't gonna be here long. So Clint Capella came out and said he had a rebuttal on. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it about you got two of the greatest playmakers of all time and
Yeah.
all, go lock in and all that. I mean, Clint Capella hated because his name being thrown out, his name kind of being thrown around as just a rim roller or whatever, just getting lobs and getting rebounds. That's Clint Capella. And making a bunch of money off of it. That's why they say his name. But at the same time, I do understand what Ayton's saying. Like we just said, like he's not getting the best out of these guys. At one point, Ayton was dominating, bro. Beginning of the season, we was talking about Ayton where everybody at. You feel me? What's going on? Ayton out here doing what Ayton got to do. Then he thought, bro, I got these guys. Austin Reeves was even giving them assists and all that stuff. He was getting involved.
So
LeBron
when did all
game,
this start?
that look. I'm just saying, bro. That look with LeBron and all that. They asked, and then they asked DeAndre Ayton, "Have you talked to LeBron and all that?" Even up, he said, "No, this dude ain't say nothing to me at all." It's passive aggressive, bro. Them fake ass looks, and then he be over there giving fives and all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad you said that too. Hold that thought. Remember what you just said. I need to go back on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, remember the comments that Ayton made a couple months ago when he was talking about accountability?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say about LeBron? Oh, we can't just go to LeBron and tell him this and that and that. Oh, why can't you?
Because you can't. I mean, you paying attention. That's what I'm saying, bro. You hearing the words. He literally told you the truth. He said, we don't go to LeBron and talk to him.
What was that you just said about being the fake thing?
That he'll look you in your face like that on the side while you're not paying attention and they catch him off screen, but then he'll go and
high five,
make a clap with you and all when you do a play and all that stuff.
Why does that sound familiar? It sounded like another player mentioned this.
It's Anthony Davis.
I was gonna say Westbrook.
Oh,
remember Westbrook brought this up.
Let me ask you
why he didn't. It's why he said he didn't go over there high five and he said you don't do that fake bleep.
Let me ask you this. Before Westbrook got to LA and they started trying to bash his character then.
Facts.
When was Westbrook ever known as a liar?
In LA.
Oh, okay. That's crazy, right? Like I said, I pay attention to people's personalities and all. Like Westbrook he was known for saying too much.
Hold on, let me ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
Who was saying he was a liar?
Rich Paul and those guys. LA
okay. I didn't know
and
that.
all that stuff. You feel me?
I didn't hear none of that stuff. I'm sorry. I didn't know who you're talking about.
Those guys.
It's fun. So you're saying his cronies, his groups, his the Nick Wrights, the Shannon Sharps, the Max Kellermans, the Rich Pauls, the ESPNs of the world.
Braun always got for some reason, Braun weird. I told you he overthinks. So he always thinks he got to shoot 10 for 10. You feel me? At everything. And it's like he can't make a mistake. So I think when he does not think, that's why when you see him come down the court against Cleveland versus Toronto for the game winner, just bank, when he just shoots and all, when it's no time to think and he just does. I talk to BA about this all the time. Braun just automatic. Like it's when he in a situation though, you take a timeout and it's like you in a situation, he thinks too much. It's like, well, how do I make this perfect? I say that to say when he's in these situations, LeBron is usually awesome at being the GM. People try to throw that Le GM and all that stuff. Russell Westbrook saying is the bad option. I got you, but there's a ton of good things. Shout out to David Griffin. That LeBron James has helped out and helped teams win championships and all for. You fail with Westbrook. That's fine. It didn't mesh. Move on. Don't make him the scapegoat. Don't try to destroy Westbrook. You already see what they're doing to Westbrook. You should be like that. That hurts my feelings as a brother as well. You see that and what they do to that guy. You see Skip Bayless. You see what all these guys they making shows. You see him talking about his kids and all. You feel me? Go to school and they get teased. You can stop that. You LeBron James. You can stop that. You have the power.
Westbrook said it affected his wife too. Remember that?
Yeah, like bro, you can stop that, Bron. You chose not to. You chose let that dude take that bullet for me. Because I don't want to get hit.
It's not on me.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit, bro. Like, damn, they were shooting at you. You gonna let Westbrook take that bullet? Yeah, he took it for me. I don't care. Let that dude go. It's like he passive aggressive, and that's why Go back to that All-Star game. I know we're going over time. Go back to the All-Star game with Kobe telling the dude to shoot. With Carmelo telling the dude to shoot. Win the game, bro. It's an All-Star game. Win it. He too busy thinking about, damn, if I missed this All-Star game bucket. Who the hell cares? Who cares? Who cares you miss an All-Star game bucket, bro? Who cares? Shoot the damn ball.
King. You see what's on my wall.
All three of them will shoot the ball. All three of them. Shout out to Luka as well. Shoot the damn ball. And I'm not even, like I said, you know I love Bron, bro. Bron is the second greatest player of all time, in my opinion. The second greatest player. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's ugly. He too old. Bron older than me. Bron is too old to be playing these games. You're not 20 nothing no more. The flipping the ball, all that shit become young now. When I see this season now, it become you the kid on the bench. Hey, maybe Kyrie was already being Kyrie and all that stuff. It's all you being the kid on the bench.
I was about to say, you don't see Kyrie was not just dying to go back and play with him. I mean, it's got to be, like I said, a lot of that stuff adds up, man. But yeah. Last but not least, man, check this out. So he's like we just said a minute ago, these are the 5 top teams in the league right here, King. Top 5 teams against each other. Spurs number 1 with 7-1. Detroit 6-2. They lost that second game against the Spurs. The Knicks are 2-5. This is crazy right here, King.
Shout out to BA.
Yeah, shout out to BA. This is crazy right here. Boston is 2-6, but the Oklahoma City Thunder, who everybody would say is the greatest team of all time, is 1-4. Now, matter of fact, I think they're 1-5 now. When this before this, because they
lost Detroit. They lost Detroit. I think this is before Detroit.
Okay, it might be before Detroit.
I think you showed this before Detroit. I think
I did. I think
Detroit 7-2. Boston's house money. Boston shouldn't even be on the list.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Why Boston above OKC?
Yeah.
Did you see that? You see that guy on the screen right there for Boston? That is Boston.
That's what I'm saying. That's a nobody cares. They could be 2-10 at the end of the year. They still be the 2 seed. What they doing and all that stuff. You took care of what you're supposed to do. You're fine. OKC, as y'all did from the beginning of the year, and they still 1-4 versus y'all did since the beginning of the season when they were going in that run. I said, bro, 2 things can be true. I try to yell at so many times on this show. Yeah, they on a legendary run, they all that stuff. They not the greatest team of all time though, because they are playing a weaker schedule. It is what it is. Like they taking advantage of this weak schedule as they should, but at the same time, it is a weak schedule, and people ain't where they're supposed to be yet. And you see when these teams taking off, for them to be as far away as they are, for them to at this point not be the best team in the NBA is a failure. But people not paying attention to it. That's a failure. But it's like, oh, well, they still so far ahead, bro. They were killing everybody to be that far and to be thinking they're gonna have they were thinking they're gonna win like 75 games. That's what people were saying. For them to not have the best record in the league this year so far right now is a failure. But they gave themselves so much head start and all that stuff where people catching up and all. But the 2 teams on the top, would you bet on San Antonio? Would you bet on San Antonio like I asked you before, or would you still bet on the field for the West?
I told you who I got in the East. You already asked me already. I got Detroit, San Antonio.
So you would bet on San Antonio to make it. It's not you think they guarantee you like, damn, they're gonna be there.
This is another reason why I'm glad we cover the NBA. Because we get to watch all these teams. Like yesterday, I was just flipping back and forth to all these different games, just trying to get a peek at all the teams and stuff. You brought up Kuminga. I tried to watch Atlanta to see how Kuminga been playing. He played pretty. I saw the first game he played in. He's pretty good. He's pretty solid in this game too. But I was watching. It was San Antonio versus was the Kings of Portland? Somebody. Who was it? No, Brooklyn. He played Brooklyn. I just kind of getting a kind of a look and see, like, are you going to play the same way against these teams that you played against, like them top teams? Because I think we've seen all the games they played against top teams. Bro, Wemby's defense is when they said, listen, we heard people, we always talk about that generational term always being thrown out. Listen, I've seen enough. Okay. I've seen enough. I've seen this man defense completely change a game in like mere minutes, King. Not like whole entire game. Yeah, whole entire game, but I could see him coming in and just completely changing the dynamic of a game.
The game
like
changes.
2 or 3 possessions.
You snap and you look at everybody like, oh, you stopped doing that, huh? You don't play the same no more. Yeah.
Bruh. He baffled Detroit in that game. Like I said, he didn't dominate with his offense. The dude was dominating with his defense, King. The dude was way over here at the popcorn stand out in Hall 308. Detroit player over here in the corner, far right, complete opposites. How in the hell did you get way over here to over here to stop that play?
You think they might change the rules for Wemby?
I hope not. What you mean? What you gonna do?
Like make it where you can't really like shade off of players at all anymore?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I know you saying no, don't do that right now. But I'm just saying, you know how when players dominate on something one way because he's an anchor.
Will Chamberlain?
Yeah, he's not even like a individual like in your face defender because he don't have to be. He's just an anchor. It's like, bro, when I step in front of you, it's like 10 feet. Pause with my hand up in front, like you can't do anything. So I'm thinking they may go where you got to stay attached to your guy, and then you put him on a guy where you try to spread him out, and then he can't come around and all that stuff. With the league just change rules. That's what they do when players dominate in one way, and they just stop something. The teams dominate. So, but he's generational defense, bro. That's where.
Bro, I hope they don't do that. But you always talk about free safety. Wemby is definitely a free safety, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's an anchor.
He's the Ed Reed of the
right there.
Hey,
he sits right there around and say 1 foot in, 1 foot out because I'm going wherever I need. Who get the ball? I'm looking at you, and you see me over here. Go in and make a stop. Make a stop on your dribble. I'm right over there, whatever you're doing, bro. It's like that's what I'm saying. I think they might change it, bro. Like he might. Bro. And the thing is, he's generational.
I like it.
I like it too. Right now, it's dominant. But if they keep winning, that's when people are going to dislike it. You feel what I'm saying? If they get to a point, but they're keeping him healthy. That's what I'm saying. He's just like Ralph's. All them tall dudes, bro. They've been the same. It's just they can't stay healthy. They've always been this way. When you play these 7'6" however on defense, they stupid because they 7'6" or whatever. Like, but can they stay healthy? Can they move around? That's going to always be the thing with Wemby. He's going to be generational defensively no matter what. He's 7'6", damn near, bro. Like, and he can move.
Teams think that they can get physical with Wemby like they did in that Detroit game. He played through it. That's what I like about. Listen, I'm gonna tell you now. I think I already told you. There's a bunch of players right now in the league that I've been keeping an eye on. It's starting to become some of my favorite players. Wemby's one of my favorite players. Especially, I tell you that game 1 we watched when he played the Mavs and he dominated. I said, bro, I seen enough. This kid's one of my favorite players, bro. Just because of his temperament, his the way his outlook on the game, the way he looks at the game, the way he approaches the game, the way he plays the game. Like he kind of got like an old school type of mentality, bro. Where I'm not trying to be everybody's friend. I'm trying to kill you, no matter what game we play. It could be a preseason game, it could be a regular season game, it could be a all-star game. We about to see it in the playoffs, all that type of stuff, right? Like that's what I like about the kid. The Cade Cunninghams, the Jaylen Browns, the VJ Edgecombs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these players started to become my favorite players, bro, because of how they approach the game, dog. Like, the way that they're that dog mentality that, I don't care who in my face, I'm coming at you or whatever, right? Like, and and this is why when I forgot who said it, but somebody said in a comment section the other day, they were like, the league ain't the same and this and that and this. I'm like, bro, I've been watching these. This is another reason why I say I'm kind of glad I've been watching these games. Because I'm starting to actually see it from a different perspective now. Like, I don't have an attachment to anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you win or lose. I just want to see a good game. That's all I want to see. And so I'm starting to watch a lot of these players, a lot of these teams, and I'm starting to grow a respect for these players and these teams and stuff in the league in general. Because I looked at it different because I only covered one team. But now looking at all these teams and all these players and how they move, their thought process and how they approach the game, how they play the game. It's like, it's just opening my mind and my thoughts and stuff to a whole lot of things for this league, man. And Wemby, one of them, man. He's one of them.
You know what you need for Wemby right now?
What's that?
Shaq.
You think so?
You know the type of players. Yep. You know the type of players that they talk about couldn't be good, and they always talk about what type of players. Shaq wouldn't be good in his generation and all that stuff right now. Remember who put up 70 against Wemby? Was it Embiid? Who's the most physical center in the league before they got injured?
Probably Embiid.
It was Embiid, right? When he played his best. Shaq would dominate. Wemby wouldn't be able to move. That would stop the defense from doing because you got you on Shaq. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now I'm not saying Wemby wouldn't get no blocks and all that stuff on Shaq. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying having Shaq down there, though, changes the game because Wemby got to be attached to him. Now you on Shaq back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference now. Shaq posting you up and all. Shaq would love playing against Wemby. That would change the dynamic of a team.
I mean, he did have the type of issues against a baby Shaq, Zion. Maybe Zion was
That's what
physical.
I'm saying. Zion be physical. You need a guy that can put him on his back, bro. Like post up Wemby, a guy that's not afraid to post him up. And right now we don't got post up guys, so Wemby can roam, like we said, like a free safety.
Because they want you shooting threes and stuff.
Exactly. But now you need with Wemby, so the game always changes. That's why we say stop trying to win like somebody else. The game always changes. Now with Wemby playing, now you need a Shaq. I'm sorry, I only get 50 cents. But yeah, bro, we can move on.
But yeah, that's it, bro. That's all of them right there. So yeah, we can go ahead and
last bit of news before we go into questions comments. I saw that Concanupple on the little site or whatever, the rookie site took over the number one rookie. You think that's a wrap now? You think what's name getting injured? You think is Cons? Unless Con get hurt.
Was Melo a wrap when he made it to the playoffs?
No. Okay. But LeBron didn't get hurt though.
No, I know he didn't get hurt, but your team was losing. This guy was the number one option on his team and led him to the playoffs for the first time in 85,000 years.
Yeah, but Bron,
and he averaged more. So I mean, I don't know.
Bron didn't get hurt though. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the injury. You don't feel like the injury with your team losing don't.
I mean, like I said, for me,
I got you. Who would you pick then? Did it change for you? Screw for the season.
No,
is it Con?
It's
Con now. After this,
I told you that. Yeah, I told you that a while back when the dude. What was he doing? What were we talking about? Oh, when I told you about the 90-50. When last time you heard rookies doing 90-50-40?
Yeah, and he broke the record with a bunch of games left. A rookie record of. I told you people. I hear people yelling now. He the right-handed Chris Mullin. I'm like, where my credit? Where my credit again? I definitely yelled that. I
say Chris Mullin.
Okay. All right. Whatever said, I ain't gonna argue with you because it's on the show. So we said it on the show. But people yelling that now.
We was talking about. I said, because you start talking about the average and stuff. Like he ain't averaging that much. I'm like, but you know what I'm saying? That's the way he can score and all that stuff. The way he can shoot. I said that's Chris Mullin.
I could have sworn I said that on playback to you when we was watching the game. But all right, that's fine. I'm gonna let you have it. But either right-handed Chris, but people saying it. That's what my point is. And I'm like, already saying that before. But Con, I think it's his though with Cooper getting hurt. I thought it should have been split. That's what I was saying. Get to that point of do the co-rookie of the year again. I think with Cooper getting hurt again, he would have to come back and start dropping 40s again, and the Mavericks would have to win.
You got a better chance of dropping 40s.
Yeah,
the Mavericks winning. Hey, I was close to that question I asked you. I said, are they gonna lose? What is it? What did I say? Are they gonna lose 40 before they win 20? Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or what was the question? Yeah,
they've been winning. Shout out to Marvin Bagley.
They won. They won too. They lost last night though.
Man. Yeah,
before last night they won like 2 in a row or something like that.
So I'm saying Marvin Bagley doing his thing. Go get skill. That's what I always say. Everybody was yelling at other people garbage and all that stuff. I'm like, they garbage for a reason over there. They not garbage over here. That's what we keep trying to tell folks, bro.
Hey, it's funny you said that because Wilson brought it up. I watched this video. He was talking about the teams that he played for were all losing teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go laughing at that and all. Go get skill if you just need something on. Okay, and now he worked. He still was a second pick in the draft. For some reason, somebody thought he was a second pick. You feel me? So go get him. But
put him in a winning situation and see if that he feeds off of that. And
I mean, it's still not a winning situation. He just.
Well, I mean, a better situation, I guess you could say. Really? I would say, still ain't winning. You right? I think he just won their 20th game or whatever the other day.
But Coop gonna have to drop 40 though in the games, and I don't know if he's gonna do that now though, because we getting towards the part of the season where it's time to tank. I'm gonna officially tank. This is just, we know this ain't like tanking. This is just what happens at the end of the year. We know how this works.
So you saying he gonna sit him out for the rest of the season?
No. He gonna play, but I don't know if he's gonna drop a bunch of like 40s and all that stuff because they're gonna start trying to. Why would you want to lose at the end of the season? I mean, start to win at the end of the season. I mean, the Mavericks might do something like that. Who knows, bro?
Who's the coach?
Who's the owner?
Mark Cuban.
Exactly.
No, it was something else I was gonna say too. One more thing. Let me see if I can find it. There was something else I was gonna bring up.
While you doing that one loss to San Antonio, they have that's OKC, right? And the what's the name? The
Oh yeah. No, not the tournament.
The tournament.
It was not the tournament. They won the tournament. Remember?
Oh no, San Antonio. Did they win the whole thing? They got to the finals.
No, not the whole thing. They beat them in the tournament.
Yeah, they beat them, and then that game afterwards. It was that one game where
when
SG. I mean, OKC won the game and
won
something like that. Yeah, won that game, and then damn, that's crazy. That means San Antonio beat Detroit, Knicks, Boston, and OKC 7 times, bro. You know what? It ain't even that bad though, because the rest of them East teams. You know why the record looks so good? Let's keep it real. They beat OKC like 3 times.
Oh,
okay. You take away them 3, they 4-1. They just played the other East teams 1 time apiece, basically. They beat the hell out of OKC. That's the issue.
Boy, that Christmas Day game, boy, that was the greatest Christmas present of all time. King, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I was with my white cousins. Bro, hey, one of my white cousins was like, "Oh, you a Spurs fan?" No, I just can't stand OKC. I told him that.
That's crazy.
I said, we be out there cooking them, boy. Let me see if I thought I had something else in here. Oh, Jalen Williams' stat line, bro, was 30 points, 11 rebounds, 9 for 14 from the field, 5 for 10 from 3 in that game.
That was a lucky 30. No, I won't call it a lucky 30. So it's not a lucky 30, but he ain't gonna be getting 30 a lot. He shoot too much. He got hot.
My point on that was like you see that he can do it. And he did it.
Yeah. I'm with you. It wasn't to go against your point. Yes. Damn, all the guys on the team can get you 30. I just don't want people to think that don't mean he a guy sitting where he got 30. He's going to be on a team getting 30 a game or something like that. No. He ain't. I don't even think he's a 20-point a game player. But
matter of fact,
30, yes.
Remember we used to be like, man, it'd be nice if this he bring the damn team on the Mavs. Man, we had a guy other than like Luka or somebody else that can like, hey, just randomly get you 30 or whatever, or randomly get you 25.
Yeah, like those guys.
Like, somebody. Yeah, like then we had enough. Many of them, we had like enough of those guys on the team. It wouldn't be like so much pressure on Luka with it, right?
Najee Marshall.
That's what Shea does with every night. Like I think I told you, I forgot what game we was watching. I think you asked me something about does Shea even get double teamed like that, and I said no because I'm sitting there watching the game, right? And it's like, well, damn, he going off. I gotta pay attention to him. Okay, damn, now he going off. I gotta pay attention to him. Well, damn, now he going off. I gotta pay attention to him. They got so many weapons on that team, bro. The team is so deep. We just saw it against Detroit. How deep their team is. Just told you Jalen Williams got you 30 on stupid efficiency. Like you can't just double team the dude. You got so many other options on that team that could take over. Sam
Presti put skill around that guy. He put skill around SGA. They got skill at every position. So
that's why I said
you got skill at every position.
The best GM in the league right now.
If you got a guy at every position that can put the ball down and dribble, you can't double team.
Nope. I've been saying that. That's why I said
literally, if you got a guy at every position that can put the basketball down and dribble past somebody, you can't double team.
You can go create your own offense.
Yep. You can't get
that is a plus. That's why I was telling you about Detroit. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. One more thing. I'm probably gonna move along. I'm sorry. So I've been watching a ton of Detroit games. Mm-hmm. The one week I've been saying they needed shooting. They got that now. Mm-hmm. Another thing I'm kind of nervous about.
Creation after you said it the other day.
Well, no, they got guys to create. They got enough of that. They need a consistent third. Well, no, they need a consistent third option, bro.
That's why Cade Cunningham's so high on the pecking order as far as the MVP. So it's the gift and the curse. They ain't ready yet as far as that.
But you're right about that. But this thing too, this is why when I think it was Cool Breeze said what he said, and I was watching the who they just beat. I'm blanking. Oh, OKC. I watched the OKC game. Uh-huh. And then I heard somebody else say this not right after, but like the next day I was listening to somebody talking about Detroit, and they talked about that third option or whatever, and he was talking about, man, Tobias don't like. They started talking about Tobias, and I was like, you know what? I was watching that game, and that is the first thought that came to mind. He scored those first. I think he had scored a bucket in the inside and the 3 top of the key or something like. No, he shot a long 2 at top of the key, and I'm like, oh, okay. Tobias going to show up today. At the beginning of the game, Cade didn't really go off. He was just setting guys up. Mm-hmm. And I think Jalen was kind of going off a little bit. Jalen Duren was going off a little bit. And so I'm thinking like, okay, so this is going to be that game where Tobias going to go out and kind of get him a boost. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be the third option. You want to know what Tobias finished the game with?
The same amount of points the first quarter?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what I started thinking about that too, because remember I told you it was tight, like just going back and forth, I think all the way to like 3 quarters. Mm-hmm. And you saw guys like Ron Holland, another D of Dub Finest. He was out there balling for a little bit. He's more like an energy guy. He's kind of like a a Sir Thompson type guy, right? He can score off the dribble and all that stuff like a Sir can, but those two guys aren't known for spacing the floor. Like I think Ron's shooting like 20% from 3 or something like that this year. Yeah. And so I was sitting there thinking, if Cade and Jalen didn't do what they did, and if they played against the real OKC team or whatever, like what would it have looked like? Like those are the type of games that when I hear like East Sleep Sixers talk about Tobias Harris, that's what they're talking about. Yeah. Like you getting paid a certain amount, you're looked at to do certain things, but you're not doing it on a consistent basis. So I was hearing a rumor that what's the boy name? Chris Middleton might be getting bought out by the Mavs. Mm-hmm. And there are teams that are looking at him right now. And that's one of the teams that are looking at him is Detroit. And King, when I heard that, I said, listen here, man.
That's perfect.
If you can't get one third option, get a couple third options. So that way, if you get 7, you get 10 or whatever. Yep. That's complete third option right there. Filling in with bruh.
That's what I was gonna say to you. You don't need a big 3 no more.
Nope.
You need 2. But you need guys that can consistently get you buckets around. Like you need guys that can, let's average 10 a piece together. So sometimes I can get you 15. You feel me? I'm gonna get 30, you 10 right? And all that stuff. To get the 30 right there that way. Let's find a way to consistently get you 10 a piece between all of us, whatever like that. But here's my thing with Detroit. That Chris Middleton pickup I would pick him as definitely favorites in the East. Like if they got Chris Middleton, I would sign up. I would say it's Detroit for sure. I think they're gonna make it to the finals. I would damn it put my house on it. It's 2 things Detroit got to do though in the playoffs. They have to do this thing to win a title for me because they don't have a third option, like you said. One, I already talked about Cade Cunningham has to go to a different level. Like he has to increase and go to another stratosphere and introduce himself, saying, "Bro, this is what I do in the playoffs." I'm not okay. So, and I think he will do that. So I think he will too. Second, somebody else has to introduce himself. Meaning either Jalen Duren is give me the ball. I'm doing a little more with the ball in the playoffs. Like I'm introducing myself as damn. I can take the ball off the dribble a little bit and do this, and I'm cooking dudes, getting you this 20, whatever, doing it. Or somebody else that we don't even know, like you said, Ron Hollins or Jenkins, or somebody introduced himself like, okay, man, they in the playoffs. This dude taking off and all that stuff. Somebody else has to introduce himself beside Cade Cunningham. He cannot do it by himself. So maybe Jalen Duren, and maybe him just doing other things and taking this game to a different level. But somebody, if it ain't Jalen Duren and Jalen just being Jalen Duren still, which is fine, then somebody like another player that's just we not thinking about. Like just somebody has to introduce himself to the crowd during the playoffs.
I 1,000,000% agree. I agree with that. Go out, you was sitting there talking. I'm thinking like, who could be that guy? Excuse me. And it's not like, he got scored this minute. It's not that. We're talking about his effect on the game, like the way he stepped, like he's a guy who can, he can pass, and all of a sudden, like, oh, his passing is really opening up other guys and opening the offense. He could be anything like that. Like you said,
be a star. It could be a star. It really should be. That's the guy it should be. It should be a Sar Thompson.
It should be a Sar Thompson.
It should be him to take that step to be like, damn, bro, look at the Sar Thompson, and he doing everything. He been he really been Andre Karolinko, Sean Murray, and something like that now. Like he's taking this game to the next level.
Man, bro. I'm glad you brought Sar, bro, up. I know we've been going on. I'm sorry. Bro. You know how we always talk about Kawhi defense when he was younger and all that type of stuff. Listen to me, bro. I seen some stuff on that court from Asar, bro, that I'm just like, what in God's name? This dude is stupid on defense, King. His recovery and everything is just bro.
He's freakish. He's freakish like Dennis Rodman. Bro, he's freakish.
Defense is stupid.
He's freakish. His movement.
It's to the point Bernie was saying, like, everybody else is playing within the system of the defense. Mm-hmm. He lets him freestyle.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want because he can recover. Like you say he jumps, right? And you think you got him in a pump fake. His time to recover and jump again, he's doing that before you even get the shot off. Like he has that freakish energy and movement. Or like I say, him and his brother, they should be Hall of Famers when they're done. They got that Dennis Rodman type energy that I've seen from them.
This is what they need to do. They already great defenders. Just go and follow the mode of Kawhi. Go watch Kawhi film on defense. Just watch Kawhi film on defense and completely hone and like shape and like lock in on that end of the court, bro. Because like I said, bro, I'm watching that game. This dude is everywhere, bro. Yeah. Like, damn, I just saw you over here on the right. How the hell you get over here?
And he can control the ball. They can both push the break. You feel me? There are 5 tool players, bro, that can do if they get a shot. If either one of them get a shot, like any type of shot,
stupid.
They all NBA. You feel me? They're all NBA players. If either one of them get a shot, they add a shot, it's a wrap. And people think I'm gonna do it at some point, but years are starting to go by. I tell you all the time, at some point, you can't just keep saying when they get a shot, they just never gonna have a shot. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see. If they can get a shot, though, that changes everything. If one of them gets a shot, they may be a superstar. That's how I feel.
They're going to be the prototype of what people are looking for that type of player.
Yes.
For that position or whatever. Watch. Like that. I'm telling you, I've been, bro, I'm just like, what in the world? It was to the point that they were criticizing Bickerstaff when he took him out in that the San Antonio game. He didn't play in the second half. He missed one defensive assignment. And it was a miscommunication, because like you could tell it was a miscommunication because they kind of run into each other, and he was like, "No, you supposed to go that way or whatever." He took him out and played him the whole.
It could be good coaching. Maybe that's how he motivates him. Maybe like you're saying. Maybe like you saying, he's trying to make him into that ultimate. You feel me, like bro?
That game against OKC, bro. I'm like, God.
That's what I'm saying. He might be trying to make him into the ultimate weapon with, bro. You just.
I saw you over here, and I said, I'm looking down here to play. Where the hell he come? He teleported? Where the hell he come from?
Yeah.
Like, bro, steals, blocks, everything, bro. Detroit defense is stupid too, bro.
He
like
knows,
Detroit,
they got the second best defense, don't they, in the league?
Yeah, they might be number 1 now. Hell, they been holding cast like 110 or less, bro. Listen,
bro, Cade and them want
want you to next time watch a Detroit game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the score at halftime. Just do that for me next time.
Yeah, they stay with the team. The team stay under 100,
50, 60s.
But the end, bro, Cade. I'm just trying to think if they want a chip this year. Like, if Detroit want a chip this year, people wouldn't believe in them. They still had that fumble, like, oh, this ain't real and all that stuff. But the way it changes, like, our championship changes a bunch of stuff. If Cade and them got a ring this early, bro, like, I love seeing stuff like that. Like, that's, OKC got a championship early and all. I got a little animosity towards them, different situations, but that's cool when the young guns come into the league. That means that the league is changing. The old guys can get the hell out, like bounce. We got replacements. But
bro, 3 years old. He just won a championship. Get out of here, man.
If Cade was to win this year, say he was to win MVP and win it this year, like what Shake just did, right? But he did it this young already. If Cade was to do both for them, I'm telling you, bro, I think he a top 5 player. You got to put him as the American guy in the thing. If he win a championship, if he does that this year, win the championship, win the MVP, he a top 5 player. He jumps all the way into the top 5. Now, I don't know who getting kicked out of it. I don't want to say, I ain't put my head down, I ain't saying all that stuff. But I'm just telling you, if he does that, what else he got to do? It's what you going to say, oh, he ain't even play enough. You feel me? What you going to say, man, well, he got to, what about those years and all? He's ahead of the schedule. You feel me? Like, now the rest of the stuff becomes, well, how great do you want to be?
Then at that point, I want to hear some apologies. That's all I want to hear. But yeah, we can turn the page here, man.
Go ahead, bro.
But before we get to the questions and comments, man, show some love to the merch. Yes, sir. Listen, members, you already know, y'all get that permanent discount, man, for being a member of the channel, man, for any of the merch that we are selling on the site. So going over there to the site, man, we got the link down in the description box, or I think we got some merch up under the video right here, or you can go to our YouTube channel and scroll over to the store tab and you can shop that way too. But either way, kind of probably recommend you going to the actual site because we have more options over there. But either way, man, go ahead and go to those sites or whatever and go ahead and get the shop on.
All
right, King. Yeah, I gotta get the what's the name shirt too. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn the page, man. Get to these questions, comments.
Sponsored by True Classic.
The most interesting customer came into True Classic today. A young man came in right when the doors opened and said he had a job interview in just 30 minutes. The challenge, or so he thought, he had about $150 to work with. Now, in most places, that's a fancy shirt, maybe some nice socks. But at True Classic, when you add more, you save more. So not only did I set him up with a pair of our 4-way stretch chinos, not only did I set him up with one of our white button-down shirts, I even helped him complete the look with one of our coach's jackets. All for just $130. So he found his fit, looked great for his interview, and I'm pretty sure he got the job too. That's true value.
I'm laughing at Jay already.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go do your thing. I'm sorry. I ain't see that.
Super chat in the building. We got Larry in the building with the $5 don't know. He says, what y'all thoughts on Aiden complaints about how they are playing him and what should the Lakers do? Get rid of LeBron.
Yeah, Larry. LeBron need to bounce. He really should just retire. But the thing, it's gonna hurt. I told you, bro, it's gonna hurt Aiden's stock, bro. I hate this.
Oh, it is.
Aiden about to, because Aiden close to being, I told you, this is the last call and all that stuff, bro. It's trash. That's why I say, that's why it's really bothering me. That's why the LeBron thing, I'm like, bro, I can't believe you, bro. You supposed to be like that ultimate leader guy. They talk about you and all that stuff. And you screwing a lot of people over, but it's okay. Aiden and I'm going to talk after their career is over and all right. So we'll get the stories then.
Hey, giving away a little bit by bit now. You know
yep. Aiden, one of them guys that just talk where you be like, you may want to shut up a little bit, Aiden, and all that stuff. So
hey,
pay attention to what he said.
What you mean by that, Aiden? What you mean by
that? Shout out to Big J. He's obviously a Glow Yard member, but he said, I ain't saying nothing. I was told. I'm just a LeBron hater, but the stuff y'all see now is why I never wanted him anywhere near my Mavs. I feel you, Big J. And today, hold on, let me read the second one. He said he is the GOAT, greatest loser of all time. Like Britney Spears, he is toxic. Back under my bridge next to Div. Now you good, Big J. Today your day, bro. Go off, man. Like, yeah, this Bron did this nasty look for Bron this season. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I said, BJ, I am not the biggest LeBron James fan. Like I said, you see the two jerseys behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't the biggest LeBron James fan, but I was never one of those people like hating on his game. But when you start doing stuff like this, it's really hard for me to. Well, you do stuff like this on top of what you're doing on the court. It makes it a little hard for me to ignore all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
why even yelling about the GOAT right now? You should be telling folks. You feel me? If you really was the GOAT, you would tell folks we're not talking about the GOAT right now. We trash. That's what you would say if you would go. Kobe and Jordan both said that. Why are we talking about the GOAT right now? You see my team?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's being the GOAT. What up to Ruggs, man? He said, I think I'm going to try and focus on my Magic the rest of the season. Anthony Black is finally coming up.
Hey, he said DF Dub fine is in
y'all with them DF Dub finally. Y'all better chill, man.
Fine is everywhere out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Taking over the league, huh?
Hey, Anthony Black been balling, bro. He one of the people I follow too on the score.
Yes. Magic got a big decision this offseason too.
Yes, they do, King. Oh. You saw that stat I sent you. Matter of fact, hold on.
Go ahead, read the next one. You do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Big J said, and lastly, if you saw the game where Luka passed to LeBron at the buzzer, LeBron said that he thought Luka had the shot and he was off balance, but Luka said LeBron asked for the ball.
No comment.
Hey, man, I'm fine with that. If LeBron's saying BS, Luka need to step up and say something. Realize your team.
There it is. Your boy Paulo been balling, man. Last 4 games, 27, 9, 7, 45% from the field, 44% from three, 92% from the free throw line. I was told though. Go ahead.
No, bro. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that here. We're not gonna keep people. It's crazy. Nobody gave him attention for forever. Remember, I was like, bro, he a number 1 pick. That's crazy. It's like people forget he was number 1 pick. Then he started going to the playoffs and all early. I mean, he way ahead of schedule. Like, it's nothing that he's done trash at. No, you feel me? Like, everybody, and they treating him like he trash, like his team ain't turned around since he been there and all that. And they were quick to want to step on him. You feel me? Like, it's like, damn, he got injured the last year, dealing with what's his name? Franz stepping up and getting a role and all that, having to figure out how to deal with him and all that, getting another player beside him as far as the caliber. And people treat him like he was an established player already, bro. He's ready to throw him away. He trash. Is he more? They called him. I saw it. Might have been. Was it
Oh.
Andy or was it Wilson? One of them was saying he was like he may be. What's the guy named Andrew Wiggins? And I'm like, bro.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like Andrew Wiggins. What did Wiggins ever do for Minnesota, bro, to get them any? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Let the guy grow, man, and develop. Paolo nice. He gonna be one of the captains of America, whatever, in the future. Like,
bro,
I've seen enough of Paolo. I've seen this. I know what Paolo can do. So it is what it is.
I 100% agree with you. And this also too reminds me of what we talked about with Cade. Remember people telling us Cade did. Yep. Now all of a sudden he an MVP candidate. Like you said, not everybody gonna come into the league day one. It's always those things that you can see. Like I can see something there. If they started building habits, start honing their craft and working on their skills and all that stuff, then it'll come out to where like we're seeing what Cade is. I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate that I'm about to say this, bro. I think Paolo needs a new coach.
Yeah.
It's time. I'm sorry, Joe Mosley, use my pick for the Mavs, brand, but
they got trade.
That's the one thing they complain about is the offense, bro. That he's not creative with the offense and all that type of stuff. The offense is just atrocious.
They got to trade Franz. Franz getting to a different level on the team, being hit and miss, and they can't stay consistent enough to actually build off of it to become Jason Tatum and them. So now I think you're at a point where you go use Franz because you use all them draft picks with Desmond Bane to actually go get the last piece you need for the point guard and all that stuff. Because I still think with Paolo's skill, he one of the guys skill wise can be one of the best players, can be the best player in the NBA. As far as the all around skill, what he can do. Now I'm not saying he will be the best player in the NBA, but I'm telling you what he can do. What can he do? How about I ask you that?
I told you I could see Paolo getting you 2010 and he averaging like a 20-10-5 type guy.
Yeah, 20-10 and 5. 25-10 and 5, tell you the truth. Shouldn't he be 20?
Oh.
I see you, babe. Big J says Luka also needs to stop whining. Facts. The whole league is calling him out. Both Lakers and away commentators are talking about it in the game. Yeah, they're killing him. As we already said, he's a Laker. That was about to show up. But
they putting that knife in. And
yeah. But again, it sucks because it's like two things happening at the same time, Big J. So yes, that is 100% true. They're going to cook him. I knew this was going to happen. Like, it is what it is. He getting cooked because they losing. They cook folks on the Lakers. You got to win. But at the same time, though, there are a bunch of circumstances. That's why when I say about the whole Kobe and stuff, people yell about Luka name and compare him to Kobe and Jordan and all that. And I'm like, Kobe and Jordan stay Kobe and Jordan even when things are bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's never there's something going on. And I understand it's personal things. I understand, bro. Jordan won a championship while his dad. I mean, not that you got to do that stuff. But I'm just saying, you feel what I'm saying?
Kobe still played with it when he was going through his stuff.
You feel me? Like Kobe was coming dropping 40 with no practice. And he was going through the court cases and all that stuff. You cannot do that. Like, that's just, it's not saying you're not a great player, but I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you the same. I'm not comparing you to those guys because you aren't those. I've watched those guys and none of those guys would say these situations. They've been through, I guess, in a certain light, worse situations than you've been through, Luka. And they still played and won chips and all that stuff and was dealing with situations, getting to the finals. Go play your game, bro. It should never look at you and say you change your game up for certain reasons, bro. We shouldn't even know if something's going on. That's how I feel. It's always, Luka doing this. Something must be going on in his personal life. What's the Ruggs also said when I watched the video of Rodman talking about Jordan's greatness, I went 180 on LeBron as the GOAT. At the same time, like Harvey Dent said, die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. Facts, Ruggs. But nah, LeBron never was the GOAT though, Ruggs.
I've never thought he was a GOAT.
Let's see. Big J said a lot of Rodman videos are AI, but the sentiment is real. Yeah. You talking about as far as the stuff he be saying to people, but he did say that about LeBron and Jordan.
Oh yeah, he talked about that before. He said it one. Matter of fact, go back. BJ, there's a clip on YouTube when he was on what was that show that Rachel Nichols were doing on ESPN back in the day?
It wasn't Countdown. Was it NBA Countdown?
No, NBA Today, I think, or something like that.
Today, NBA Today before what's the name? Malika Andrews had it. Yeah.
And so like that show.
I don't know any defender that could stop Michael Jordan. Not one I've seen ever. Like, I'm talking about from the past all the way to right now. And you can talk about Gary Payton and all. Mike, that's the time when Mike was going through his dad issue. That's why he was, and he still won a championship. So from that point to the end of his career, there's not one defender. There's not one defender I ever saw in the NBA that I feel like, man, they could shut down Michael Jordan, right? I saw how Kawhi Leonard played LeBron, and that's why I feel like Dennis Rodman would have gave Bron trouble. I'm just letting you know. If you don't know about Dennis Rodman, and you talk about like Kawhi, and we talk about like what's the guy Draymond Green, if he would have still been there on that finals, what they talk about? No. If they was giving them troubles and people giving them excuses and saying if they were there, the games would have changed or whatever like that, I'm telling you, Dennis Rodman would have gave LeBron James trouble for sure. Big J said, I've said OKC is a paper tiger. For years. They are a team of hackers and foul baiters. Once you punch them in the mouth, they fold. Facts, Big J. We talk about that with PJ Washington. Shout out to our guy Larry, man. Again, what up, Larry? How the family and all that. Ruggs also said, what theory are y'all going with on the Darian Peterson thing? Is he pulling an Ace Bailey, or is it just a misunderstanding, or does he really not care about the game as much as the money? I would recommend going watching our other video, Ruggs, first, that we had, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 videos ago.
Well, yeah, it's got Darren Peterson on the thumbnail.
Yeah. And then secondly, I don't know. The NBA now, we know what it is. So it's one and done. Nobody playing for college. But at the same time, you don't want that representation to be seen. So I don't know.
So let me say this, Rose, about the Ace Bailey part. Ace Bailey was not a problem kid. Like, people didn't look at him as a problem. He was just getting the wrong representation. That was his problem. He was listening to the wrong people to tell him to move a certain way. That's a difference. Peterson is like doing this stuff during the game. Like, Ace Bailey wasn't missing games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this guy is choosing, checking himself out and deciding to miss games and all that. And
but don't call him a problem child, though. I wouldn't call him a problem child because his coach and him seem like they own agreements of that stuff. So that's not a problem child. That's a businessman that's saying, hey, yo, it's time to check me out. Okay, come on out the game.
They were in agreement at first. I didn't hear no complaints. Now, all of a sudden, it's starting to become a problem now.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to label. That's why I'm saying I don't want to hurry up and label him like the rest of the media. You know how the media will destroy him and not see both sides of the story.
Nah, you're right. And that's why I was saying what I said on the show when we talked about this. I said, then I don't want to hear you crying.
Yeah.
I can't just automatically walk out myself out the game. You have to sub me out the game, right? Which is why when he hit that shot, what did he do? You got to point to the coach to sub you out. You could have been like, no, stay in there and play out or whatever. That was your choice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yep. Al says, what up, Al? She says, what do you think about Anthony Black? He has improved and he is my favorite player on Orlando. I want Luka to go to Orlando so badly. Nah, you don't want that to happen now. Not if you want it for
not if you want it for Mosley.
Not if you want it for Mosley, because Mosley's not going to be there. So
I don't think Mosley's going to be there. But Anthony Black, I like Anthony Black. Out of Duncanville High School. In fact, I think his brother still plays for Duncanville. I think he's a senior this year. Anthony Black is nice. He is getting better, like you said. He definitely getting better. He could be that. He could be a ball handler, or he could be kind of play kind of a point guardish type of role or whatever. But the kid, nice. Fits in perfect. Whatever superstar you got on your team and all that type of stuff. He has a talent. He can be a guy who will take over. We've seen games when he's done that. But yeah, I like Anthony Black. I like him.
I basically agree with everything Rel say, other than the DFW finest. All right. He said, I have seen, Big J said, I've seen the real ones, but there are a bunch that you can tell just AI clips from Bron haters, and that's coming from me. Yeah, I hate that, man. But it is what it is.
Well, I got my opinions about AI.
AI is starting to be crazy.
It got its positive, but it's got a ton. It's kind of like social media. Social media got its positives, how you kind of branch out and reach out to people and let them know what's going on, but at the same time, it's
negatives as well.
Yeah,
that's technology in general, bro. Technology always brings good and bad. When you get better with technology, usually people get more lazy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just good and the bad that comes. Pause. Big J said the coaches seem to turn on Peterson. He is annoyed with the star taking himself out. Facts, Big J. But it's like, how do you turn on him now? Y'all, I know y'all have had this situated since he got brought to the team. You feel me? Since he's actually declared and said I'm going to be on it. Like, bro, come on. You didn't have a conversation with him, knew what was going on. That's a bunch of BS. But it is what it is. That's what they do. Let's see. Al also says, "Do you see the Lakers doing well in the playoffs? If they make the playoffs, can you have Matei back to talk about NBA Europe and the current state of the NBA?" I mean, if they make the playoffs, yeah, we probably should have Matei back on. I don't have a problem with Matei. It's just right now, Al doing a bunch of other shows and all that stuff as well, and still trying to stay up in the NBA to still get guests and all. We still want to get back to the guests and all too, though. We're not like ignoring you. I don't want you to think that we appreciate you. But also the Lakers, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, usually I feel like Luka gonna go off in the playoffs and all that stuff. I don't. I think they're all gonna struggle this year. I think Luka, Reeves, and LeBron gonna struggle and they'll be one and done, kind of like they were last year in a way. I think they're gonna run that back again, and it ain't because they trash and all that stuff. It's just they don't care. I think by the time they get the playoffs, they're gonna be ready to 1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Be honest with you, I think they're ready for a reset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Let's just get it over with.
Let's just get this season over with, and we can get to the front office is already positioning themselves.
Yep.
To
they better get rid of everybody, bro. I think everybody better go. My brain's starting to say even Rob Pelinka, JJ Redick. I think they all. I told you that this Dodge organization about to get rid of everybody, bro.
Man, I think we had Jeff on, I think, and we were talking about or Daryl, one of them. And I think I talked to Daryl about this in person. We was talking about this, and I was like, when they were talking about looking for another coach or whatever after Darvin Ham, they decided to go with JJ Redick. I was like, so you pick now to want to get an experimental project type coach? It's like, no, you need to try to. Especially at that time, it still had LeBron and AD. If you still feel like they have a chance to try to do something, you might want to get a proven coach to help put them over the hump. And you go out and get a guy who's like,
you go get a peer. You get a guy to play with the guys.
Bro, I just played with you yesterday, and now I'm coaching you. Bro, come on, man. No,
Luka was the leader on the team with JJ Redick on the team. So why would you then, if Luka been the one that could yell at you, why would he then play with you and respect you? You feel what I'm saying? Like that. Why would I do that? That's too much buddy now. It don't work. But yeah, it is. But I think they're going to be one and done, boys. I think get rid of this, get it over with, come back next year. I mean, time heals everything. Come back next year and you win games, get a team together and do stuff. Nobody gonna care about this year. You got to just start winning at some point, Al.
You said one and done, no business skin?
Yeah, they one and done, bro. She also says, yes, I believe Mosley won't be around too long, sadly. Yeah. She also says, yes, the Lakers' new owner will clean house, and I think Jeannie Buss should go too. Yeah, she will be eventually. She's making enough money, staying there, being the governor. They're going to get rid of her eventually too. Everybody gone. He said, who picked Ham and Redick to be the coach?
I have no idea, Big J.
Hey, Big J. That ain't Bron. Bron shouldn't be. So I'm going to tell you this one. You shouldn't be telling your players to pick like their buddy coaches. You can't. So as an organization, you can get input on a coach as far as a player and do you like him and all that stuff. That ain't on them though, man. Like,
yeah, I don't think he picked him, by the way.
So the Lakers, he had input in the JJ and all that stuff, but I think that was just the last hoorah. Like you said, that's just experimental. While LeBron there and all that stuff, he about to be gone. Get him the hell up out of there. You feel me? Get his podcast guy about it. Y'all can go do a podcast together again. But Ham and all that stuff, that's the Lakers organization, man. That's all Lakers, and that's it, bro.
So you saying JJ Redick is the new Steve Nash?
No, I mean JJ Redick might be worse than Steve Nash.
Oh my God, shots.
So Steve Nash didn't have a shot. You feel me? Like JJ Redick is not being scapegoated. You feel me?
Oh, so you saying you shooting shots for Steve Nash? What you saying? Okay, I got you.
Keep it real, bro. People be I think Steve Nash should get another chance. I don't understand why he don't. Like, I think that was a whole setup.
I was just about to say that was a setup, bro. I said that when he went over there, like that's another example. If you got this team that you feel like has a chance to win something, why are you doing experimental projects like that? I don't understand. Get a proven coach.
Big J said, "Yeah, I skipped that, Big J. I ain't talking no. I don't know. That's a Dallas thing, or you talking about? I don't know. Too many D's. Pause. Yeah. Got me saying it. I'll try to skip it.
The triple D's, baby. Shout out
D's, man. Get out of here. Pause. Y'all call it the triple D's. I wouldn't. Never mind.
Triple D's, man. That was way before pause. It's a reason why it's called Triple D. The Dallas sign has like the outline of 3 D's around it.
I know. I'm just fucking with y'all. Just like, don't be getting mad, Mr. DC. No. Mr. I'm from DC. Don't be getting mad now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, DC. No, I'm about to say for those who don't know, like, why they call it Triple D? That's why, because the Dallas sign has the three D's on it or whatever. But yeah, and then like this emblem right here too, we got the Pegasus sign too for our city.
Is that why y'all played on Triple J? Is that why Triple J became a thing? Because Triple D, so y'all made it Triple J. I know it's 3 J's, but when y'all had the Jason Kidd in them,
no, just
was that y'all playing on that? Or that's just
no,
had to do with that? Just because of Triple J's, okay. I got you.
You had names. Go with Jay's Jamal.
Okay, yeah, they all Jace. I'm just making sure. I thought it may have had something to do with that as well. Like you
I'm trying to think that one
Dallas
had like
too.
JD last name, or two had like a JD first name. But yeah, Jim, Jack, Jim, Jamal, and Jason. Yeah,
and Jason. Yeah,
Triple J's. Yeah, I didn't know what. I was like, Triple J's. He said it was organic.
Organic. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so but it didn't have nothing to do with that. It could have been organic because y'all from Dallas. So Triple D.
Well, I would say I didn't really know about the Triple D thing until I got older, like back like the mid 2000s and all that stuff. When we had like all like shirts and all that type of stuff.
Look, Big J, I'm about to stop this. You're gonna keep me going forever. Pause. Talking about B More. Don't get on us, man. They love B More, the city that reads allegedly. That's what it used to be, and they changed that up because people wasn't reading over here, so they changed the best city in America. But
like you said Texas, but go ahead.
But our nickname really is though Big J Harm City Murderland. That's our real nickname, bro. What you talking about? You want to know the real one? They call us Charm City, Harm City Murderland, man. That's what we call. That's what they call us over here, man. Real God, like that's what they call, man. You know, what is it? You got Cashville, Tennessee, and all that stuff. Yeah. We Harm City, Murderland, bro. Charm City, Baltimore, and then Maryland, Murderland. So
I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. Hey, you saying that, bro, and BA trying to stay away from all that, man. You know what I'm saying? He like the whole wire thing and stuff.
I don't like it either, bro. But I'm gonna call it what it is. BA all like I'm straight Hotep black man and all that. This all like, hey, I got to do this, and I can't talk about it and all that. And I'm like, bro, it's still real. It's real, bro. Like I don't want it to be that way either, but it's still called that. We actually better. Our murder rate went down a bunch, bro. So I'm happy.
Oh my God. Shout out to y'all, mayor, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our murder rate, man. Oh, let me get the rest of these questions in real quick. Queen call.
Here we go.
Hold on. Yeah. That's to him. Big J, what happened to Duff from Ace of Cakes? And Larry said, I've never been a fan of 8, and also Raul tell him about Murderworth. Oh man, look at you. Look at him now. Now let me tell you about the we from this. Y'all carry guns on your hips, man. You don't gotta tell me nothing, bro. We already know about Texas, bro. You don't gotta tell me nothing. It's Texas.
Oh my God. And he said it was weird. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really know anything about it though, BJ. Like people wasn't calling it like that until like the mid early to mid 2000s when people started screaming. Well, probably early 2000s. I started hearing about it or whatever. Because for the longest I didn't even know what it meant until I think my cousin or someone was saying, "Oh, nah, it's because it got the 3 Ds." Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Calling it triple Ds. What do you call it triple Ds for? But yeah.
Man, that's it.
What do you say?
What do you say? We know about the mean streets of Frisco. Oh man, y'all over there battling about Frisco.
Hey, I fear for my life when I go to Frisco.
That sounds too close to
San
Francisco.
For other reasons, BJ. My palm is itching, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I don't got nothing to say. I already know what you're talking about. Y'all carry guns on your hips. I just said that to you already. That's when you allowed to carry guns on your hips. They the real gangsters, bro.
You said
the real gangsters.
When folks is allowed to carry guns. Is that what you said? I'm asking. I don't know what you're talking about, King. I'm just trying to get it clear. It's clear.
I got nothing to say to y'all, bro. Shout out to the gun owners, man. I don't got no issue. This ain't political at all, y'all. Hey, shout out, bro. Hold up. Let me read this last one. You go keep Larry and Jay talking now. So I can't support the name Triple D, so I have to differentiate myself. It's a native Fort Worth. I feel you. That Triple D thing is hard. Pause. Woo. That's definitely something. But Triple D's. I feel y'all. But no D's to Triple D. I got you. Woo. Oh no, that might be worse. But shout out to Triple D, y'all. I love y'all over there.
I think it's Triple D.
Yeah, Triple D.
But yeah, man.
That's it.
Listen, we appreciate the members and others joining us today, man, for another episode. We will be back here on Monday, y'all. You already know. If you're new to the channel, into NBA content, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning. Okay, we have these shows every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. Also, too, shout out to the members. If you want to become a member, like you saw the folks here on the screen, simply hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Not only you will be here with supporting us on Fridays, we'll also have different perks for you too, for the channel also too, man. So if you want to become a member, simply hit that join button next to the subscribe button. Also too, BJ and her cousin per usual. Shout out to him, BA, Cuz, and myself. We got another channel called Cuz We Geeked. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We got a show tonight. We're gonna be talking about that Mortal Kombat trailer tonight, man. I know BJ a hater. He probably hated it more than anything in life. But no, we're gonna talk about that tonight, man. So y'all want to join us for conversation about the Mortal Kombat trailer? I think we'll probably talk. I don't know what else, I forgot what we were talking about, but yeah, I know the Mortal Kombat trailer for sure. We're gonna talk about that. So y'all into like DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Predator, Aliens, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Harry Potter, whatever it is, man. We talk about all that over there on Cuz We Geeked. Kings, everything else I'm forgetting, man.
Share, and more share. Also, before I go to my next part, my guy Rugg said he always strap when he hit the club. Give him daps. No, I'm done. But follow us as well on another channel, We Talk Combat. So we talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. I like to call us the best, brightest, and blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. Myself, Queen, Travis, and BA, and sometimes Devin. Follow us over there for recap shows every Sunday around 3 p.m. We may actually do Saturday this week, though, Saturday late evening, because there's a PLE for Elimination Chamber. We do watch-alongs for that in Discord damn near every day, as well as on YouTube. So follow us over there if you're interested in that type of stuff. And we'll see y'all back here again on Monday evening.
Yes, sir. Like BJ said, join us for Because We Geek tonight, man. With all that being said, man, it's your boys, Rel and King of Cap and Crown, members only edition. We'll be back here on Monday, same cap time, same crown channel.
No cap.
Cap and Crown. King, you looking at this all wrong. All wrong. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is the Lord and Savior of every league in the world.